All right, we're recording. So welcome to the Tuesday class. And I'm going to move over to the mat. So glad to see everyone. Glad you could make it. It's Tuesday, so please take care of yourselves. Be kind and gentle and loving. So everyone take a deep breath in. And then open the mouth and sigh it out. Feel the body release. Inhaling again. And let it go. Just noticing the connection with the earth. Lying down or seated. Just let the mind wander through the body, trying to find or looking for any tightness or any soreness in the body. And then notice the breath. Now begin to increase the depth of the breath. So each succeeding breath is a little deeper. Bring in that Ujjayi breath. Unfurl the brow, release the jaw. Let the shoulders release. And now one more long, slow, deep inhale. And let it go. Good. If the eyes were closed, open the eyes. Lifting up tall, draw the shoulders back. Bring the hands out to the side, fingers on the floor. Spread the fingers wide. And keeping the shoulders back, gently move the head. Squeezing the arm, the muscles in the arms to the bone. On your next inhale, turn the palms out and up, inhaling. Let the arms lift. And exhaling, reaching wide as the hands come down as you exhale. Inhaling, palms lift. Exhaling. One more time, palms to the ceiling, hands rise. Gaze lifts toward the hands, bring the palms together, reach the fingers to the ceiling. Turn the gaze straight ahead. Draw the arms back. Good, reaching. Exhaling, bring the hands down. Bring the hands to the thighs. Just take a breath and notice the sensations in the shoulders and in the arms. And bring the hands out to the side, fingers down on the floor again. Turn the palms up, inhale. Lift the hands and arms, gazing up. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms to the ceiling and press the hands up. And now take those hands to the right, arcing over to the right. Let the gaze drift up toward the ceiling to the left. And now bring the hands up and arc over to the left. And coming back up. Exhale and bring the hands down, parallel to the floor, the arms parallel to the floor, chest to the chin. Inhaling, shoulders back, hands lift. Pressing the palms up to the ceiling. And now release the interlaced fingers, exhaling the hands down. Good, all right. So roll those shoulders. Inhaling, lift the shoulders up to the ears and then take the shoulders forward and down. Draw the shoulders back and lift them back up. And then forward and down, shoulders back and up. One more big circle going this direction. And then go the other way, the shoulders down and then forward and up. Good, all right. The next time those shoulders are at the back, just hold them back. Pressing the chest forward, the heart forward, the elbows toward the back of the mat. And breathe. And release, good. All right, bring the arms wide. Now bring the left arm across, the right hand under to the shoulder, and gently draw that left arm toward the chest. Inhaling, take the arms wide, and now the right arm across, left hand under. And inhaling, bring the arms wide. Take the hands and the forearms up toward the fingers up toward the ceiling, so you're in cactus arms. Keep the elbows back and lifted. Good, breathe. And as you exhale, bring the elbows and the forearms together in front. Inhale, open the arms wide. Draw the elbows back. Exhaling, hands and arms together. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, hands and arms together. And one more time, inhaling, opening the arms wide. Spread those fingers. Keep the elbows lifted. Move the head so the neck doesn't tighten up. And exhaling, bring the hands down. And again, just notice. Moving gently. Good. All right, bring the right hand out in front. Lift up tall. And as you inhale, bring the right hand to the ceiling. reaching up with the fingers. And then bring the left hand out, slide it out to the left, arc left. And the hand back to the ceiling, reach, turn, look up there, press down with that right sits bone. And exhale, release the right arm down and extend the left arm out in front. Next inhale, the left hand lifts, turning to gaze and reach. And then bring the right hand out, arcing to the right. And the left hand comes back to the ceiling. Draw it down into the shoulder, but reach it high. And exhale and release. Ah, yes. Bring the left hand to the outside of that right thigh. Get tall, stay in the center of the mat now. Bring the right hand behind and now turn the hips to the right, or just shift the hips a little to the right. And then the chest and the shoulders. And finally, the head turns as you look toward the back of the mat. Inhaling, come to center. Exhale, take that twist to the other side. Inhaling, back to center. Left hand across, right arm extends as you spiral to the right. Inhaling, center. And exhale, that twist extending to the left. And inhaling, coming back to center. Ah, yes, all good. Bring the hands behind the hips, fingers point toward the top of the mat. Let the head just fall back. Gazing toward the ceiling, pressing the palms of the hands down into the mat. If you want, you can lift the hips off the mat. Exhaling, bring the hips back down, coming back up. Good, all right. So I'm going to move into my cross-legged seat and bring out my right leg and support that right leg behind the knee, pressing out through the ball of the foot and the heel. And circle the toes. And the other direction. And point the toes and flex, and point and flex, and point and flex. And then turn the bottom of the foot to the left, pressing out through the outside edge of the right foot. Good, all right. Back to pressing out through the ball and the heel of the foot. Scrunch the toes, and then spread the toes. Scrunch and spread. And scrunch. And spread those toes. See that daylight? Good. Bring that foot across. Support that knee, the right knee with the right arm, into rock the baby. Good. All right. The knee can be, or the foot can be low, it can be high, wherever it's good for you. Remember, no pain in yoga, sensation. And the sensation is what you determine it should be. And with the right hand or a strap, extend the leg. Stay tall here. Find That sensation in the hamstrings. And take the foot to the right. Good, all right. And then bring the foot to center and change hands with the strap, or take the left hand to the outside of that right foot. Take the foot to the left. You can extend your right arm, gazing out to the right. Good, bring the foot back to center. And now with both hands behind the calf, lift the leg a little higher. And release, pressing out. Strong through that leg. Stay tall and breathe. And then release the right foot down. Bring the right leg in. Take a breath. Again, noticing. And bring out the left leg. And circle the toes. And the other direction. And point the toes and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And then press out through the outside edge of that foot. And then back to the ball and the heel of the foot. Scrunch the toes, spread the toes. And scrunch the toes, spread the toes. And scrunch the toes, spread the toes. Good, bring that foot in. Rock the baby. And with the left hand, extend that leg. And take the foot to the left. A lot of sensation here for me. Not too much, but I'm feeling it. And then back to center, and the left hand, taking the foot to the right. And coming back to center, strong through the leg, lift a little higher. And then release. Yeah. Relax the shoulders. And bring the left foot down. Okay. So in my cross-legged seat, lifting up tall, just take a deep breath in and exhale. So come over onto all fours into our table. Really spread the fingers wide. Really open the thumbs toward the center of the mat. Feel the palms of the hands pressing down into the mat, gripping the mat with the fingertips and the thumbs. And we'll do our moving cat-cow. Inhale, lift the gaze, let the belly move toward the mat. Turn the elbows toward the center. Now as you exhale, lifting the middle of the back, exhaling all of the hips all the way back toward the heels. Bring the elbows down to the mat, and now come forward and up. Gazing ahead, exhaling, rounding, hips move back. Inhaling, forward and up. Exhaling, round, and the hips move back. One more time. Bring the elbows down ahead of the knees, coming forward. And exhale, round. And the hips are back toward the heels. Bring the elbows down. Grab the elbows. So cross the arms there and just wrap the hands or the fingers around the elbows and put the head on the arms. And bring the hands out again, coming up into table. Take a breath. And on your exhale, let the hips move left. Take the gaze past the right shoulder. Take the weight onto the left knee, gazing behind. Inhaling, come center. Exhale, take the gaze to the left, hips right. Inhaling, center. Gazing right. Inhaling, center. And gazing left. And coming back to center. So keep the gaze straight down at the mat, at the center of the mat. And on your next exhale, take the hips over to the right. Just press the ribs and the hips out to the right. And then come to center, still keeping the gaze straight down. Press the hips and ribs to the left. Come to center. One more time, take the hips to the right. And center and hips left. And coming back to center. Good, take a breath, move gently in table. Extend the right arm, and on your inhale, let that arm and hand lift up toward the ceiling. It's about the heart now, not the arm. So you're shining that heart out to the right. Pressing or drawing that arm down into the shoulder as you reach high. Exhaling, bring the hand down, slide it under. Take the right side of the face to the mat. Reach through with the right fingers. And then bring that left hand either to the top of the mat, to the sacrum, or lift it to the ceiling, gently turning the gaze up toward the ceiling. And bring the left hand down. Press with that hand to come back into table as you lift the right arm to the sky. Exhaling, bring the right hand down, back to table. Take that breath, and you can bring the hips back toward the heels, come into your resting pose. Anything you want to do, anywhere you want to go. And extending the left arm, inhale, and that arm goes up to the ceiling, and breathe. And on your next exhale, take that arm down and through the left side of the face to the mat. Thread the needle, extending the right arm, or lifting that hand to the ceiling. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Come up into table, lifting the left arm one more time to the sky. And exhale the left hand down into table. Come down into your resting pose, hero, child's pose. And breathe. Coming back up into table, extend the right leg with the toes down on the mat. Get long through the spine here. Gaze straight down at the mat. Press back through that right heel. Good. Lift that right foot hip height. Strong through the lifted leg. And bring that right knee to the right elbow. And now kick it back. Bring it across to the left elbow. Kick it back. Flex that foot. Bring that knee up the middle and kick it back. Keep the sacrum flat. Toes point straight down to the mat or the floor. Extend the left arm into awkward pose and breathe. One more deep breath. Exhaling, the left hand down, the right knee down, back to your resting pose. And coming back up into table, extend the left leg. Press those toes down into the mat. Release the left hip, pressing back. And the foot hip goes to hip height. Strong through that leg. And the left knee to the left elbow. Inhale it back. Across to the right elbow. Kick it back. Up the center. Dipping the head. And moving that foot back. And extend the right arm straight out in front, awkward pose. One more deep breath. Exhale the hand and the knee down. Again, take that breath in table or find your resting pose. And curl the toes into downward facing dog. Ah, yes. One heel toward the mat, then the other. Good. Step the feet up toward the hands. And come to half lift. Feel the feet on the mat. Feel the toes gripping the mat. Belly presses toward the toes, but the top of the head reaches away. Shoulder blades on the back. And you're working those legs one at a time toward being straight. Exhale into forward fold, bend the knees. Belly touches the thighs, head releases. Ah, yes. And work those heels. And now bend the knees, press with the feet. Gently round up. Bring the shoulders back, take the arms wide, hands lift. Ah, yes. Bring the hands together. Interlace the fingers here, but don't turn the palms up this time. Just steeple the fingers. So the index fingers are pointing up toward the ceiling. The other fingers are interlaced. And take the hands over to the right, again, turning the gaze up to the left. And to the ceiling. And now arc left. Back to the ceiling. Release the interlaced fingers. And now turn the palms out and exhale to mountain pose. All right. Yeah, ragdoll here. Just step it out, ragdoll. All right, our spinal flow. Check out the feet, pick up the mat with the toes. Right. And lift all 10 toes off the mat. And then bring the big toes down. Everything else is lifted. And then the second toe, oh boy. And the third and the fourth and the pinky. Well, that didn't work so good. So let's try it the other way. Lift the big toes And then lift the second toe and the third and the fourth, and then everything. Good. And you're doing your fingers too, I know. So bring everything down. Good. All right. Press down into the mat. Come up to that mountain pose. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the right arm down, arc right. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, arc left. Inhale up. Now that twist to the right, arms spread wide, palms to the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Hands in prayer come through the heart, hinging at the hips. Come to that forward fold. Notice the heels turned out slightly and the feet lifting the hips toward the ceiling. Yes. Bend the knees, press the hands together out in front. Now coming up. Exhale the hands back on the ceiling. Inhale up, gaze straight ahead. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, yoga flop. Let's go through our sun salutation A. So feet down on the mat. Strong here into mountain. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms wide, hinge at the hips, bend those knees, come into forward fold. Let the head release. Inhale, half lift, pressing the belly toward the toes. Exhale, hands down to the mat, big steps back into plank. Shoulder blades on the back, take a breath. Knees can come down, exhale as you lower. Good, inhale, press the tops of those toes into the mat, lifting into cobra, gazing ahead. Take one extra breath here. And then bring the knees down to curl the toes, lifting up and back, downward dog. Good. Bend the knees deeply here. Pressing back, pressing the hips back toward the back of the mat. And then straighten the legs. Step the feet toward the hands. Come to half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And now press the belly down, open the arms wide, and now come up. Exhale, mountain pose. Good, yoga flop. Let's step back with the right foot. Moving into warrior one. So keeping the chest and the shoulders facing the top of the mat. And this right hip is back just a little bit. Bend the front knee, keeping that knee ahead of or behind the heel of the foot. And you can open this thing as wide as you want. Press down through the outside edge of the back foot or the heel of the back foot. And then lift to warrior one. Good. Exhaling, hinge at the hips. Bring the hands down toward the mat. If you can get the fingertips to touch the mat, that's a good thing. And now lift the hands to the ceiling as the top of the head drops down toward the mat. Humble warrior. Now lengthen through the spine, bring the hands down. Again, fingertips touch the mat as you lift back to your warrior one. Good. Exhaling, hands in prayer to the heart. Straighten that front leg and then step or not step to the top of the mat. Good. All right. Take a breath. And now step back with the left foot. Take a wide stance here. Just see what it feels like. 2 lanes for the feet though, for balance. And bend the front knee. Lift tall. Strong through the back leg. Weight is balanced evenly on both feet. Inhale at warrior one. Exhaling, come to humble warrior as you hinge. Hands lift to the ceiling. Feel the belly on that right thigh. Breathe. Big long inhale, bring the hands down, touch the mat, lift back to that warrior one. Good, hands come to prayer at the heart. And step forward. Ah, good, all right. And the yoga flop. Work on a little balance here. Bring the weight to the left foot. And find your spot on the floor. Hands come to, I like to bring my hands to the hips to start. And then lift that right knee. Good. Bring the right hand to the front of the right knee. And then take that knee out to the right. Bring the knee to center. And then bring the right foot down. Good. All right. And bringing the weight to the right foot. Find your spot. Take a breath. Now lift the left knee. Left hand to left knee. Left knee out to the left. Knee to center. And down. Yeah, got a little wobbly on that side. Okay, move down to the mat, finish up. Pressing down with the feet. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, arms wide. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to plank. Bring the knees down here, release the toes. So we're knee plank. Bend the elbows, come halfway down. Keep the elbows close to the body. Press back up. Lower. Press back up. And lower. And press back up. Good. Curl the toes. Come up into downward facing dog. Yeah. Lift the right foot high. Pressing up and back through the heel. And bring the right foot down and lift the left foot high. As high as you can. And bring the left foot down. And come down to table. Take a breath in table. You can come back to your resting pose. You come back to hero. Yes. Good. Coming back to table, bring the feet around to the front. And see if you can grab your strap or something, a tie, or maybe not. You can just use the pant legs on your britches. We'll do seated forward fold with a strap. So put the strap around the pads of the feet with a little bend in the knees. Feel the sits bones on the mat, little bend in the knees, and now bring the heart toward the toes. Good. And if you don't have a strap, you can grab a hold of your ankles or your shins to move the heart toward the toes. So you're pressing the belly forward. And you can move the heels, finding the sensation that's good for you, and breathe. One more deep breath. And release. And you can put the strap off to the side. Good. Work the legs. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Let the right knee release toward the mat or the floor. Get tall. And now you can fold over the extended leg, straight left leg, or between the knees, either way. Yeah. Inhale, coming up. And bring the left hand to the inside of the extended left leg. Open the right shoulder and come over the extended leg. And bring the right hand up. Bring it down to the floor behind the knee. And if you want to find something to cushion your knee, that's fine, or you can shift so that the knee's on the mat, but come up onto the right knee, point the left toes away, and extend long. Shining the heart to the ceiling. And exhaling, bring the hips down. Bring the right knee up to the ceiling, and you can leave that foot in the center of the mat, the right foot, or you can cross it to the outside of the straight leg. Extend the left arm. Bring the left elbow around the right bent knee and twist to your right. And come to the front and a little counter twist to the left. And coming back to center, release that right foot long, the right leg long. Bring the left knee to the inside of the right thigh. Lift up tall and then fold either over the straight leg or between the knees. Breathe into the hips. Inhaling up. And turn the heart to the left. Bring the right arm to the inside of the extended leg and arc over the right leg. Inhaling, come up. And the hand comes down behind the knee, coming onto the left knee, extending long. Reaching, fingers spread. Exhale, the hips down. Bring the knee up. And then cross that foot over or leave it in the center of the mat. Extending the right arm. And elbow to knee. Twisting left. Stay strong through the extended right leg. Inhaling back to the front. And release. Wow, okay. Bring the hands behind the knees and gently come down onto your backs. Good. Bring the feet all the way into the hips. Bring the soles of the feet together. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. And take a couple of deep, long breaths here. Good. Bring the knees up to the ceiling. Bring the knees in toward the chest and extend the feet straight up. So this is going to be our inversion today. And if you want a little bit more, you can bend the knees and bring the knees toward the face, press with the hands, and just come up a little bit. Just lift the hips up off the mat and then bring the palms of the hands to the butt. This is not shoulder stand. I call it shoulder blade stand. So there should be no crunching of the neck at all here. And the knees are over the face, above the face. The feet are behind you. And breathe. Good. Release the hands. Gently bend the knees toward the face, rolling back down, bringing the feet down to the mat. Good. All right. Extend the left leg, or you can keep the left foot on the mat, flat on the mat, but bring the right knee into the chest. Extend the right leg straight to the ceiling. And now lift the head and the shoulders, lift the left leg off the mat, reach past the lifted knee with both hands. One more breath. Exhaling, take the foot down, the left foot, bring the hands down, the head and the shoulders, press up through the right heel and slowly lower the right leg down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good, all right, take a breath. Bring the left knee into the chest. And the left foot straight up to the ceiling. Strong through the lifted leg. Now lift the head and the shoulders, lift the right foot off the floor, reach forward with the hands. One more deep breath. Exhale, take the right foot down, the head and the shoulders, hands and arms. Strong through the lifted left leg. Slowly lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Ah, yes. Bring both knees into the chest. Gently rock. Bring the feet down to the mat. Arms go wide. Let the knees fall over to the right. Turn your gaze left. And now just release everything. Just let it all go. Knees to the ceiling. Knees left, gaze right. And knees to the ceiling. Stretch the legs long, bring the arms behind, stretch the right side of the body. So press out through the right heel as you inhale, reach back through the right fingers. Exhaling, release the right side. Now stretch the left side, left heel, left fingers, reach. And exhale, release. Now both arms and both legs, inhaling. And exhale to Savasana. Ah, yes. Let the face be soft. Release the jaw. Shoulders, chest, belly, hips. Legs, feet and toes, arms, hands and fingers. Come back with just little movements and then larger movements. Stretch if you'd like. Coming up when you're ready. Thank you for being with me or practicing with us today. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. And I hope this practice that we're doing helps. All right. So